This conference will now be recorded.
Rajendra, can you hear me?
Hi, this is Ashutosh. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. One moment, minute, Ashutosh. Yeah. Mm. Raj, are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So we can start the.
Yeah. You can start the meeting, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
already joined.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you
Yeah,
for
please share
joining
your
this
screen,
demo.
sir.
Yeah, I will do it. So let me give a brief introduction about me. So myself, Raju, I'm a web trainer and I have nearly 14 years of experience in web programming. So that is about me. And Astos, can you give a very brief about yourself and what is your expectation from that training? And do you have any prior experience working with SAP like that?
Yeah, I have around 19 years of experience in SAP, mostly functional. Okay, so I'm
Mm,
in EWM. So now I think I need more of an ABAP knowledge. So my
mhm.
expectation is that core ABAP, I want to learn programming on the core ABAP level.
Okay. So SAP
All
EWM
the
side,
with
right?
all the concepts here, with all the concepts here.
Okay. That's cool. So, Miss, are you expecting the course should be finished by very short time or how? What is that?
Yeah, it depends upon like how we can place the timings. My expectation is if it is how are we comfortable on flexibility on timing. So we can do
Okay.
daily or we can do weekend. What is
Mm,
better?
okay.
So, so whatever, if we do weekend, we will do more time, two
Mm,
days, and like if we do daily, then we can do 1 hour each day.
yeah. Okay.
So means I don't have. So the thing is that I want to learn. Okay, so
Uh,
it is not something I'm already into project. So I'm
mm,
doing EWM, SAP
mm,
EWM.
mm.
So yeah, so. Uh, that's it. Basically, I just want to become a techno functional. That's what I want to do.
Okay. Yeah, great. So that definitely will help you to achieve your goal. So let me share my screen and I will go through the course content. Then again we'll discuss other
Okay.
points. I hope you can see my screen. So this is the course content document. So which we are starting with SAP GUI introduction. So actually this course content is designed to in the view of to give some candidate who is not aware of SAP and its GUI introduction. So
Okay.
I think so that's why we'll have this concept. So let me go through. So just like it's a GUI components, how to log into the system, what is the components of these things, and how to
Got
log
it.
off.
It's more
So
of a certification perspective. Yeah.
yeah. So it's just like very basics. Okay, so the
Yeah,
unknown.
this basically I think I would know because UI
Yeah,
production.
yeah,
This is okay. We can even skip
yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I want to just I will we can skip this concept. So because this now means you have already a
Mhm.
lot of experience to have this one. Okay, then it's now coming to the ABAP programming development environment and tools. And I think already you know this system architecture and system landscape, how this system. So we have three-tier architecture and three boxes we normally. So and landscape wise, we can have some development to production, quality to production. So that will also we can have very brief again we'll go it. So then we'll talk about application server. So what is the components of application server, and then we'll have ABAP development environment and its tools. What are the tools are available, and we know already like we have package and transport concept also is there. So we'll talk about this one. So I think you can you were able to create the transports also. So I understand this one. So next after that one, we'll talk about ABAP dictionary. So here we will start. We'll start with actually it is SC11, so it should not be SC38. Okay, remember this thing.
I
So
think
then,
this is from where we will be. This is what I want to learn from. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. So now we'll start with the data model concept and the database concept before just directly jump into ABAP dictionary. So because as you know, if you are working at SAP EWM, so if you are creating that outbound delivery and outbound delivery order documents, these things are there, right? So those has to be stored in the system before designing any application in any language. Okay, you have to understand what are the data models and how the links between various tables. Okay, design you have to design like how many tables you want to create and how to link the tables. Okay, that model concept will start it. This is the fundamental. So based upon this we will create the tables, okay, which is will work with the map dictionary. So whatever data model concept we are having, so based upon that we will work with the map dictionary to create tables, views, structure, table types, such helps, lock objects, data elements and domains. These concepts will be worked. See, and how the course structure again. So we will first suppose we are talking about domains. So we will have the concept, okay, what is a domain, then we'll what is the use case of a domain, then we'll show that in the system. So what are the various definition or what are the settings for a domain in a system. So we'll take an example of domain matnr. We'll jump into the system. I'll show you how what are the various things, and then I will have a demo, so like how to create the domain. Then I will provide you the exercise documents to work on with you. So like this we will go will go by each concept wise, use case, then exploration, demo and exercise. That like this one will go. So in domain we'll cover all of the topics, means ABAP dictionary objects will cover. Then after that we will jump into the basic programming concept, ABAP programming concept. So here we'll give an introduction to the ABAP dictionary. This is a tool for creating ABAP programs in SAP. So we'll give an introduction. Then we'll start with very basic concept, how the programs and this memory is allocated. So this is the fundamental concept. It's a generic concept again. Suppose desktop also or laptop. So you are working. If you are saving some file, that means you are working with the MS Word program application. Then if you have some data, if you then you will save it, then that is occupying some memory in your desktop hard disk, right? So like this, how the programs work with in as ABAP programming, then we will correlate that concept to ABAP programming and its execution. Then we will start with the data types, and this is the fundamental concept, then data objects. Then from here onwards, we will jump into the ABAP relevant keywords, which makes building blocks of any program. So we'll talk about each and every statement which is relevant if you are working in a program. So like suppose how to create the constant, we will use a constant statement. Suppose you want to read some internal table data, so you will use looper statement and read table. Suppose you want to delete some data, we have to use these statements. So we will cover each and every topic concept with syntax wise, then example and demo wise. So we'll cover that one. Then after that, we'll jump into the ABAP programs and messages. See, normally if you are working with any application in SAP or anywhere, so if something user is giving wrongly, so you have to communicate to the user. So something is you entered wrongly. Suppose if he is missed some mandatory field, then we should try an error message. So and so field is mandatory. Suppose even suppose successfully is created any outbound delivery order, then we should show that outbound delivery order XXX something is created. So we have to communicate to the user. The system will communicate to the end user through a messages. So in this concept, we have to design the messages and use the messages. So we will talk about messages and message concept, and how we can create the messages in a message class, then how we can use them in the programs. So that concept we'll cover here. Next, about programs and text symbols. Normally, suppose if you are having a selection screen, on that screen you need to have some text for the input fields. How we can give the name to the input fields. Suppose if you give the technical names, the end user will not understand. So that we have to give the business meaningful name to the fields. So and sometimes we need to give some information messages during execution. At that time also we need to give some text. So how the text is provided? The text is provided using the text symbols. So we'll talk about text symbols and how to create them and use them, and demo and exercises. Next concept is called ABAP programs and events. As you know, ABAP is an event driven program. See, entire program, whatever application you are executing, that is controlled by the some standard events. Like if you are working with dialog programming or model programming, there is some concept like PBO event, PA event, POV, POH, those things. So those will control how the program will execute during the particular screen processing. If you are talking about reports, executable programs, then there is initialization, at selection screen, startup selection, top of page, end of page, like this. Okay, so we'll talk about this one. So how we can use the events and we can write the program. We'll talk about this one. Next thing concept is called ABAP programs and selection screens. This is very important. Again, lot of reports, custom reports must have selection screen. If you observe, apart from the except dialog programming, if you are creating an executable program, then mostly executable programs will have the selection screen. Rarely only you can find a program without a selection screen. So how to design the selection screen? Again, selection screen is used to accept the inputs from the user for a program. So here we'll know building blocks of selection screen, like parameters and select options. So we'll learn about selection screen design for a program. Next concept we'll go through is about programming and database queries. See, ultimately any program has to work with the database, right, to get the data. So database is the permanent storage for data within an organization. So we will write an ABAP program to accept the inputs. Then based upon that, the program has to interact with the database to get the data from the database. Then we have to process it. So how the programs are interacting with the database? Suppose you want to read the data, from the database. We can use the select statement. Suppose you want to change the data, modify, you want to add a new record, insert, you want to delete an existing record, delete statement. So these are called database operations from the program point of view. Like programs are only doing these things, you are not doing, okay, technically. So we'll talk about this one. So here we have called OpenSQL. Again, if you see here, there are some introduction to database concepts and relational database model. Then we'll see the relationship between tables in SD and MM module. So we'll talk about something very basic concept. Then we will go to ABAP specific database language, OpenSQL. So then we'll start various statements, and here also we can have demo examples and use case and exploring the standard things, and also exercise documents. Next concept is called subroutines. See, even every programming language, suppose it is taking 5,000 lines to achieve some functionality. We cannot put all the code into a single place or single file. We need to break down that file like logically related code into different files. Then we can call them in the main program whenever required. So for that, like it's something called modularization, like code modularization. So we can achieve with subroutines and function modules, and sometimes include programs also possible. So as part of the modularization concept, we'll first you look at the subroutines. So what is a subroutine, how we can create subroutine, and how we can use define and call subroutines in a program. Next concept is called function modules and function groups. Again, this is one of the code modularization technique. See, if you want to reuse the functionality throughout the system, any programs can use the wants to use the functionality. So we can create that as a function module. We can use it. Suppose if your functionality is only limited to the particular program, then you can create that as a subroutine. That is the meaning. So we'll talk about in detail about this one. Then classes and interface. This is object oriented programming concept, but here we are not going in detail into that concept. Then we are going to have some basic concepts which are relevant as for this course only. We will cover it. So what is the tool to create classes and interface, and how to call the methods, how to create the methods. That's what we are going to cover. Next, include programs. Again, this is one of the
one question, because this classes and interface. So we have lot of in PPF and all those things. We have to put the methods and selection rule and all those things. So if we don't go in that detail, how will we able to do that? So can we do a little bit more on this one, methods, this classes and interface?
Yeah, we can do it. See, while having this concept, okay, I will go through it. I will have the sessions. Okay, then at that point of time, you feel something more is required. Okay, from your PPF concepts wise. Okay, then I can always help you. Okay.
Okay.
Definitely will do that. Okay. Next, include programming. Okay, so this is again one of the modularization concepts. Suppose you have a executable program, you cannot put all your data declarations and code and selection screen declaration. So we will logically create 3 programs for each of them. So then we include 3 programs in the main program. So for that we will use include programs. So next concept is called web programming tools. So here we are going to introduce the ABAP debugger tool. So debugger is a tool which you can stop your program analysis and analyze the program code. So we'll cover extensively on this ABAP debugger because this is very important, and this is like a If something is nothing working, you can open them in a debugger, you can analyze it. Okay, that is important tool. Next, we'll cover a short dump analysis, ST22. Suppose if any short dump is there, how you can analyze the short dump, so that will also be covered. Okay, if you feel something more, some tool is required apart from these tools, you can let me know. I will have one session also, that one tool also, that is fine. So up to now, from concepts 1 to 14, so we are covering the building blocks. So what is necessary for developing further the rise of development? Okay, so without those knowledge, you cannot have work on the rise of development. So that is the fundamental things. Okay, next, uh, we'll start with the rise of development. As you know, R means reports, I means interfaces, C means conversions, E means enhancements, and F means forms. So here we will cover extensively. To work on any of this development, you must have the knowledge and use cases of the concepts which are from 1 to 14. So with that, we are confidently enter into the rise of development parts. So first, again, we will cover reports and concepts. So like what is the reports and how we can build a report and what are the techniques are available. Okay, we'll build a reports using LV function model as well as using classes. So I will go through this one here extensively to use all the LV functionalities to showcase, will showcase in the demo. After that, we'll go for modelable programming. So even though model program rarely nowadays used, but in your case, in SAP EWM, so RF screens will be required in a modelable program. So that is where this will help you more. So here we will cover the modelable program like screen painter, menu painter, how we can create it and how we can transfer the data between programs and screen. So that the entire thing will be covered as part of this modelable programming. So then interfaces. So again, interfaces are used for data exchange between your system and other systems. So we'll cover the file interfaces and IDAG interfaces like suppose if you create a delivery header, then that has to be come in the ALB outbound from SAP EC system, but in your SAP EW system, that is an inbound inbound IDAX to create the inbound delivery order, right? So like yeah, we'll cover this one here. So ALB outbound, inbound, and file interface, outbound and interface, we'll cover it. Next, conversions. Here we are talking about data load techniques into the system. Suppose if you are having a system, fresh implementation, greenfield implementation, so you must have some master data before starting your or creating transactions, right? So so for that purpose, you need to have some data load techniques like session method and call transaction method. So we'll talk about these two methods, how we can use them. Next, under enhancement concept. So enhancements again is adding additional logic, additional custom logic to the standard programming or code, right? So here we'll cover like user exits, customer exits, screen exits, then baddies, like old baddies, new baddies, and enhancement spots, enhancement sections, enhancement points. All things will be covered. So mostly we are covering all enhancement concepts which are applicable for all the modules. Okay. So then we are covering the forms developments, and in forms also in SAP, forms are like are used to communicate with the business partners of an enterprise, right? Like your business partners may be vendors or customers, some others. Okay, so to send data to the customers every month. Okay, like whenever invoice is generated, you want to send, so that put in will put in a form, so that form will easily understand by the customer. So that's why we need to send the forms, and sometimes it is a legal requirement to send a form also. So in SAP, to design the forms, we have three techniques: SAP scripts, SAP smart forms, and Adobe forms. And SAP scripts are obsolete, mostly rarely they are going to use, so that's why we'll not cover that one. Then Smart forms are extensively used. Okay, we'll cover this one. Adobe Forms, those are also now are extensively used, but we will not cover the Adobe Forms because that is a separate training that will take a lot of time. So we are covering the Adobe Smart Forms as part of this training. And for SAP script, I will show you how the scripts are designed and what are the building blocks in the system also, because this will lay the foundation of the form developments, even though it is obsolete, but we must have some knowledge about how it is designed, what are the elements or elements of SAP script layout. So
Now,
we'll
now only smart forms are there. Adobe Forms are there, but that is a separate training. You said, yeah.
yeah, definitely that is a separate one.
But if it is not, if it is obsolete, then why to go? Well, means is it required to understand things, or
SAP scripts, right?
uh,
Yes, it is required to have some understanding, because the same concept only, the way we are designing, that is that will be different. See, in smart forms, okay, we have graphical something, okay, editor to design the things, okay, and how we can integrate the code. In Adobe Forms, it is more again graphical. It has lot of features. But in SAP script, you don't have that much of easy capability to design the layout. Just know it. Will not spend like more than 1 hour like that, but we'll give an introduction.
okay.
Okay. Then we'll talk about how to create a form, how we can create a form from program from standard transaction. We'll cover that scenario. Yeah, with this recipe development concepts will be covered again. If something like any topics like variants of a program, how we can create a programs, how you can transport the variants, or you can include the programs, and what is the background process, how that will work in SAP ABAP. So we'll also cover that topics. If you feel any other concept is required, we'll include it and we'll cover it. So this is flexible. Okay. So this is the things, okay, which we are covering as part of this ABAP training course. And you have any questions, you can ask me now, Astana.
Okay. After this, can I give the certification also? Is that doable? I think this is sufficient for certification. This knowledge.
Yes, it is sufficient, but you have to do a lot of practice. You have to get full understanding of all the concept. The how you can do that one, you have to develop the um, confidence. And also in certification, there are some additional concepts also will be there, okay, which we are not part of. Suppose WebDesign Pro is there, if it is, if you check it in certification course content, but we are not covering that one here, right? So you may miss this one.
So WebDin Pro, why we are not covering over here? What's your name? Sorry, I forgot your name.
Raju.
Raju. Okay. So why we are not covering this concepts? Is there a
Yeah.
reason or yeah?
Yeah. See, if you look at this course content, this is also extensively we are covering. So WebDesign Pro, again, it is very new. Sorry, not new. So it's a different technology to develop web applications.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
so that has some different setup and different course content is there.
So are you
Okay,
saying
so
that once I do this, then we can do that one? Is that what you're saying?
yes, we
Oh,
can do it. Okay, but before that, if you want, your aim is to have the certification, just look at the SAP certification course content. You can get it training.sap.com. Okay, just keep in that one mind. Okay.
no, I was thinking that if you see, my aim, I tell you, is to get the knowledge, programming knowledge. Okay, that is my main aim. But if that can support me giving the certification also, then nothing like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's why how we are progressing, how you are confident. Okay,
Yeah.
based upon that.
So one thing I would also request or request you is that there should be exercises. Will you give the exercises also to do?
I will give lot of exercises.
Okay. Okay.
See, every concept, okay, which I will have, okay, let me show you one of the exercise, suppose. 1 second, I will share that one. Okay, can you see my screen? Web dictionary exercises. Hello?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so this is the exercise document, okay, which I will share during ABAP dictionary. If you look at, so if you look at this structure also, we are giving extensively. See how many tables you can create it, okay. So if you work on this concept, so you will have, see, first I was talking about exploration, right? So I will give these tables and these points to examine the things in SA11. So that you can, even though if you are not creating, you can get an idea, okay, what is the settings are there in the standard tables itself.
And tell me one thing, that these concepts will also be common with S4. I know it is there is a different course for S4 HANA and all those things, but the basic concepts will be remaining same. Is that right understanding?
I can say yes only. See, data dictionary wise, suppose this is the same thing, okay, in S4, okay, not from HANA modeling, okay, from S4 wise it is same thing only. S4 HANA, okay.
Okay.
So now
The concepts will be same. In HANA modeler, you might be using it differently. Is that right?
Yeah. See, HANA modeler will give the mostly CDS views, will create it and will integrate it. So, but ABAP programming, if you are developing a report program, okay, then we have to follow the same thing.
Okay.
And
Now,
this is
means like programs, methods, all those things will remain the same. Same concept will be there. Syntax is same.
yeah.
Okay. So, have you
See,
worked on S4 also?
no, I have not worked in S4, but the thing is, suppose if you are S4 is mainly is front end with Fury apps, right? So in the back end, the same code will be called, right? Sometimes it may call CDS views, okay. Sometimes it may call gateway projects, okay. But ultimately, those are integrated again with ABAP key syntaxes and everything. But if you want to design a report interfaces, you cannot go with the Fury apps. You have to develop some programs to exchange the data, right, in the backend. And suppose if you want to design a form, then you cannot have. So in the backend only, you have to create the form. Then you can call the form in the front end Fury app. So this is the like this one. Okay, if you see here, this is very well structured. So we'll provide all the details. Suppose if you want to create a program, so what are the details and how you can name the programs. And if you see here, this is the thing. So all the data elements domains will be covered. If you see here, so you will learn each and everything. Okay, from here. So like this, we have well structured thing. Okay. Suppose maybe I will create one of the table and I will give rest of things to create you. Okay, you can work on those things. Okay. Okay. So is there any other questions? And okay, as part of this training, what I from my side, I will provide the course content, then exercise document. That is the thing I will provide it, and Raj will arrange a system access and recording sessions. He will share it. That's it, and yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. And timing wise, what is comfortable to you? Then I will because what is comfortable to you? Tell me first.
See, next 15 days, okay, in the evening times I'm occupied, like 9:30, you never mornings.
No, in my evening, are you available like this time?
Okay, so
Or yeah,
uh, then we can start around in the morning, my morning, 5 a.m., 5 a.m. like that.
5 a.m. 5 a.m. So from 5 a.m. is 6:30. From 6:30 p.m.
Hmm.
6:30, 7:30. Okay. What about 6 a.m.? No, 6 a.m. is too early for too late for you. 6 a.m. to 7 a.m.
So okay, but okay,
No,
we'll
for
start with
15 days. 15 days you want to
uh,
adjust. For 15 days you want to adjust. You said for
yeah,
next 15 days.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, we'll start 6 a.m. Okay, then like sometimes I have some more time. I will take more time. Like some days will take 2 or 3 hours also. Okay, if or okay, because 1 hour it will take like a lot of number of days will be high. Okay, for 1 hour.
So
So we'll
one,
just two
yeah,
hours, 3 hours will take it. Then in between, suppose we are planning for 1 day, 3 hours, then we'll take some break in between. Then we'll cover it. Suppose if you are working with data, one concept wise, okay, data ABAP dictionary. So we'll try to cover complete all the things. I will give the documentation. Then you will take two days break. Then you can practice it.
to practice it. Okay.
Okay, that kind of flexibility we will take it.
Okay. Or the next option is weekend option. Weekend option is like you take say for example three hours in the
Yeah,
weekend. So
yeah.
that can also happen. So in weekend, you can do one class in your Friday night and one class on your Saturday night. Is that
Okay.
possible?
That is also possible.
What is good to you? You tell me.
Okay, my Friday morning and Sunday morning, is it okay?
Friday morning.
Sorry,
Friday.
my Saturday morning
Uh-huh.
and Sunday morning.
Saturday morning. Okay. And how much time do you think we can cover all these things? How many hours total do you think we should? Around 34, 35 hours?
No. So we are going very detailed and lot of concepts are included. So definitely it will take more than 60 to 70 hours. Because
Okay.
my style of giving, like I cannot finish in 40 days, so I will not take 40 hours course.
Okay.
So that's why I'm
So,
asking.
so
So
yeah, so basically you are saying that, so if we are saying weekend, so 6 hours, so it will be 10 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, whatever it is, so we will have to do it.
yeah,
So timing, I will discuss with, and you also tell your convenient, because it should be convenient to you as well as me with me. So
yeah.
we both should be comfortable, and it is like we can. Some days you want to do it at some time, and some days on other time. That is also okay. Adjust. We can adjust to each other. Someday I will
Yeah.
request you that to postpone it, or we can have a 1 day break or something if something comes up. Then it, yeah.
Okay, what we can do is, as a start, we can start on Saturday and Sunday in the mornings, my mornings. Then after 15 days, I have some time, so I can spend some hours in the morning and evening as well. So I will get some. I will finish some of the trainings by 15 days. So I will get relief so that I can have some more timing is available
Okay.
with me.
Are you on project right now?
Yeah, I'm working.
Oh, you are working
Yeah,
on a project, or in a firm right now?
in a firm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you work in ABAP only?
Yes, technical all day in ABAP. SAP technical, like I will work on workflows, WebDAN Pros I have worked, all concepts. In EWM also I worked.
Oh, EWM also you have worked?
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
So those are the things. Okay, so we'll connect it.
Okay,
So
I'll
that is
connect
a
with
yeah. We'll
Rajendra. Okay.
yeah. So as a start, we'll start with the week.
Okay. So next weekend we will start.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, Sunday also we can start it tomorrow.
Sunday, let me come back on because I have to talk to Rajendra and everything.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so next week will be, I think,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Asana.
Okay. And if I will talk to one more person over here. So he might also be interested. So I will tell him to connect. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I've taken. So if I will tell him, he will join. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Means you
So
now you saw the course
he
structure
will
and how
adjust
it
to
is
our
given.
timing. He will adjust to our timing. Whatever we decide, tell him and he will adjust. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, definitely, Asana. Thank you for the reference.
Okay.
Okay, no questions, right? No.
No. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Asana. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.